Hello, dear students. I am Professor Samir Velankar and I am tutor in computer science. This video has been made by ekida.com specifically to mention about GATE 2022 preparation. As you all know, this year's GATE paper is going to be set by IIT Kharagpur. Now, many students or GATE aspirants have several questions in their mind like which subject should I start preparing? Or what should be the order in which I should prepare for GATE subjects? Or how much time should I allot for every subject? Are there any best reference books? Is there any marks distribution for all subjects? And very important point is when should I start attempting test series? A test series is one of the most important points over here, but it should not be too early that you start attempting a test series before you know the subject. It's best to put your hands on test series only when you know a subject in and out. I will be addressing all these questions written here. But then first of all, let us take a glance at syllabus of GATE 2022. Now, you can get syllabus obviously from all sources, so I have not written syllabus in great depth. But then just at a glance, what is the syllabus for GATE 2022? Is there are 11 subjects that you need to prepare, of course, for GATE computer science and IT. But then what I did while preparing this or while writing the syllabus is just aside every subject, I have written the marks which were asked. This general aptitude was asked for 15 marks in GATE 21, 2021. So this figures that you see on the right hand side is actually the marks weightage in GATE 2021. That can be the best of our knowledge that just in the previous exam, what was the weightage for every subject. I can be assured that general aptitude and engineering maths is always 30 marks. This is true for all branches. So, of course, it is true for computer science and IT also. Now, luckily for computer science and IT, engineering maths, this subject is not to the extent of engineering maths that we have learned in first and second year engineering. Just basic calculus we have, and probability theory we have, linear algebra, and of course, we have discrete mathematics. I'll tell you all these fundamental facts, like one of the facts is probability. Probability theory is so important not only from GATE point of view, but if you are planning to take some course like machine learning, maybe while doing masters, your choice is machine learning, then I'll tell you what, 90%, 90% of the syllabus about probability which is required in machine learning, I'll write it as ML, is covered by GATE syllabus. This is the plus point I will tell you about preparing for GATE exam and then going for masters instead of taking a backdoor entry to some private college. Just check that there is one more topic called linear algebra. Well, it is expected that you know what is linear algebra. It is all about matrices and solving the problems of higher dimensions. We human beings are used only to watching, or we are used to three dimensions, that is length, breadth, and height. But mathematics can see even up to 100, 1000, 10,000 million dimensions. And that magic is done by linear algebra. Now these two topics, are core of the higher studies like machine learning and artificial intelligence. So luckily, after mastering this in GATE, obviously, we are very well prepared to attempt these particular topics in highly scientific topics or research oriented topics like machine learning. Discrete maths is also one of important parts of this maths. And discrete maths, I'll tell you, is very easy because what happens is discrete maths deals only with with discrete numbers. It doesn't deal with continuous numbers. So discrete maths is all about discrete counting, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have 1.5 at all, or it doesn't have 2.33. Hello, I am just talking about the numbers which are discrete, which are countable. And it is a great fun to learn discrete maths from gate point of view. So what I always advise students is that it is always better that you prepare general aptitude and engineering maths to substantial content, because this is going to lead 30 marks to you. Now, what about general aptitude? What about the preparation of general aptitude? I have been telling students over the years that aptitude is something, which cannot be taught. Sorry to say that. But aptitude has to be developed by own. Regularly solving problems, puzzles that you look around in books and on various sources which are readily available on social media now, your aptitude will increase. Aptitude, this particular paper generally covers verbal ability like English. There are some 3 questions asked on English, and remaining 7 questions are asked on mathematical ability like counting, or say it involves ratios and proportions, then relation, and so on. So you can easily develop aptitude by regularly solving problems on this. Obviously, ekida.com, our website, will offer extensive material on general aptitude and engineering maths. So what is the order in which you should learn these subjects? There are 11 subjects listed over here. Now, I have actually written these subjects from 1 to 11 in the order in which you should study them, except 1 and 2. This is your choice. Now, if I was in your place, I would prepare general aptitude and engineering maths at the end. Maybe I will start preparing for these 2 subjects some 3 months before my exam, or let's say 4 months before my exam. The reason behind that is this has heavy weightage of 30 marks. So more it will be more better if I study them at the 11th hour, so that I don't have to revise them again and again. That's my idea actually. I don't know what's yours. But given that such a heavy weightage is there, it's better to start preparing them somewhat late. So what should be the correct order? I would prefer preparing for programming and data structure. Look at the weightage, 12 marks asked in GATE 2022. Now, programming and data structures actually covers C language extensively. And under this C language, the most important topics are functions. It includes recursive functions also, pointers, and arrays. You won't be surprised if I tell you that these 3 topics of C language are very tightly connected with each other. One doesn't work without other. So GATE people intelligently has grouped these 3 as very important topics as far as programming and data structure is concerned. They ask a few questions on strings also, but believe me, strings are nothing but pointers. Believe me, arrays are nothing but pointers. And functions work extensively well if you know what is pointer. So if you prepare these topics very well as far as programming and data structures is concerned, I won't find any problem whatsoever to score that 12 marks. Fortunately, programming and data structure is such a subject, which will help us in various other subjects to come. For example, immediately after programming and data structure, one should surely prepare for algorithms. I will tell you, these two subjects are not different. Many of them, many students feel that programming and data structure and algorithms are different, but they are literally the same subject. Trust me, programming and data structure and algorithms are literally the same subjects. Here in the algorithm subject, you will be taught how to write stepwise description of a program on a paper so that you can write programs. So actually what comes first? Comes first and then programming comes. But anyway, you can go for grammatical concept, that is programming can be learned first and then the algorithms. Don't see this 6 marks so serious. One might argue that why should I prepare such a great content, that algorithms is a very big subject, mind you. Yeah, it's a very, very big subject. But then why should I prepare it for just for 6 marks? Please don't trust this marking scheme that I have written here on the right hand side. This varies year after year. We really don't know what GATE people have to offer us in 2022. Who knows that this tally might be exactly reversed and algorithms might be asked for 12 marks and programming and data structure might be asked for 6 marks. And it has happened several times in the past. So why algorithms? First of all, why you should learn or prepare for algorithms is because algorithms will train you to develop four types of algorithms, and they are greedy algorithms, divide and conquer, I'll write in short, divide and conquer algorithms, dynamic algorithm, and backtracking algorithm. There is something really, really astonishing about these four types of algorithms. Any problem in this world, any problem, I'm not saying computer problem, hello, any problem in this world can be solved comprehensively using these methods. These are actually building blocks of programming. You tell me any program, prime number program, it is based on one of these methods. You tell me bubble sort, it is based on one of these methods. You tell me how to pack a bag when you are going on a tour. You want to pack a bag efficiently. It is based on one of these methods. You just ask me, how do you find out shortest distance from Mumbai to Rameshwaram, let's say? Trust me, it is based on one of these methods. So you give me a problem and the solution to that problem is hidden in these four types of algorithms. So learning this, not only from GATE point of view, my dear students, not only from GATE point of view, but from knowledge point of view, also improves your skills to write any kind of program using these strategies. Next is digital logic and computer organization. Now, these two subjects are interrelated. That's why they are put back to back. And computer organization is all about assembly language programming and microprocessors, how the things work internally. When we write a program in higher level language like C or C++, what exactly happens to those instructions and how they are executed by our microprocessor is what is there in these subjects. Now you can see that computer organization had a very high weightage in GATE 2022, and most of the times this is true. Computer organization is one of the subjects which GATE people always love. Next comes operating system. Operating system is containing bunch of algorithms, actually strange, but operating system is all about algorithms and lot of types of algorithms. To name a few, they are deadlock algorithms or time sharing algorithms, process scheduling algorithms, and that's what I said, they fit in one of these types of algorithms. And operating system is such a subject which is highly numerical. Maximum numerical questions are asked in operating system. Same is the case with computer organization. So you need to mug up a few formulas which will help you really to substitute the values intelligently and solve these numerical puzzles. Next comes theory of computation and compiler design. Now I have put these subjects back to back again because these are literally same subjects. Some of them would find this as an exaggeration, but I treat theory of computation and compiler design as same subject. Except for one or two chapters, compiler design is same as this. And whatever you learn in theory of computation is so easily applied in compiler design. So actually I should say that these two are same subjects for a weightage of literally 13 marks. And believe me, trust me, most of the questions are very, very easily attemptable. And many a times match the following. Such questions have been asked in theory of computations, which are so easy to crack. And the last, actually, I'm saying the last two are DBMS and computer networks. Now, DBMS is very important even from industry point of view, because in computer industry we work with data, data, and only data. 99% of the times after doing your masters, you would be hardly working on theory of computation or compiler design or maybe digital logic. But maximum chances are there that you would do your work when you join industry in DBMS. You will be taught SQL. The most important thing over here is SQL. Of course, there is some many interesting things like transaction management. You must have heard about the words like commit and rollback. So transaction management is another very important point in DBMS. Learning DBMS excels our knowledge of how to handle data using various platforms like SQL Server, MySQL, and all other such DBMS platforms. Last but not the least is computer networks. Now, I prefer computer networks to be prepared at the end because computer networks is really not connected to any of the other subjects. It is out of this world subject, isn't it? Because it has knowledge about it, teaches us how to connect machines with each other using various types of protocols. So basically, what I prefer is that I keep this CN, computer networks, at the end. Now, many students may, or I have seen in the past that many students prepare this computer networks in the beginning. The first subject they prepare is computer networks. Why? Because all these subjects are interrelated. So they really don't want to mingle with these subjects. But that's it. That these marks actually will count to 100. Now, what is the way in which you should prepare for GATE exam is you already know the sequence, and we at Ekeeda have comprehensive video lectures and online lectures for all these subjects. We have excellent test series for all these subjects. But then in this video, I would like to give you some more tricks of what is to be done exactly after preparing a particular subject. Let's take an example. Let's say I am preparing algorithm subject. Just as an example, I am taking. And while studying algorithm subject, I find that some of the formulas or some of the theorem or some of the algorithms are really, really difficult. Or rather, I have understood these algorithms or formulas, but I suspect whether I will be able to remember these for a long duration. What I do usually in these cases, this is my personal experience, is that I actually record. I do an audio recording in my own voice on my cell phone. An excellent example is Master's theorem. Now, in algorithm subject, there is something called Master's theorem. I am not teaching this. But look, this is the theorem on recurrence relation, how to solve recurrence relation. Now check the length of this Master's theorem. This is too much. And lot of cases are there like case 1, case 2, case 3. What I usually do is I obviously will prepare notes of this in correct order. I will prepare notes, and I will also prepare past gate questions which have been asked. But then simultaneously, when I find this to be difficult, I will do an audio recording on my cell phone. And every now and then, maybe in a fortnight, maybe in 15 days, I will actually hear that recording. I will actually rewind the entire process of what is Master's theorem. Look, listening to your own voice, the way in which you have understood the problem is so important. And this kind of revision, many of the students don't know even this way, or this kind of revision can be done. But I have experienced this and it works fantastic. You can even make sticky notes. I hope you know what is sticky note. After making comprehensive notes, maybe you can stick a copy on your note, and you can just pinpoint the most important points that you found in this chapter. That sticky notes will always help you. What happens, if this chapter is, say, let's say 15 pages, you have written 15 pages on this chapter, and you have then written most important points that you discovered. And while reading these sticky notes, you feel that third point is what you forgot. So you can easily jump to the third page, or maybe the page on which you have written this point, and read only that point. That's very important to make sticky notes. By the way, which books are best for gate preparation? Reference books. Of course, at eKida, we will be telling you what are the reference book every now and then. Actually, I am a teacher who always supports students reading books, because reference books has quite a lot material. But actually, the problem is that reference books do not have material only from gate point of view. I hope you are understanding. There is loads of material in these reference books, and what is to be picked and what is to be left as far as gate preparation is concerned has to be known properly. These things will be every time informed to the students, that which reference books, which authors are best for particular subject. Sorry for voice distortion. But by the way, second point here about the reference books is that when you prepare for gate for a particular subject, it's not that only one reference book would be enough. As an example, you know, coming back to algorithms again, I'll just stick to one subject. Coming to algorithms, the best book for algorithm is Corman. This is somewhat like 600-page book. One more book should be referred. Corman is not enough, because Horowitz and Sahani, Horowitz and Sartaj Sahani have written another excellent book on algorithm. And there are more, actually. There is Mark Allen Weiss, who has written best book on algorithms. So what we teachers do, in fact, is that we pick very important abstracts from these very, very excellent books written, and we have prepared excellent notes of not more than 250 pages on a particular subject. So you can get the material in quick time through these notes. But even then, I advise my dear students, wherever necessary, to go to a particular chapter of Corman and read that comprehensively. Because once some abstract has been made, you really can't trust that fully. I am telling that although I have made these notes, but still, these people have done excellent work as far as algorithms is concerned. By the way, how much time is needed for gate preparation? Now, this is a relative question. I mean, really, we can't define it, how much time is needed for gate preparation. But my experience says that 1 year, if you put at a stretch for gate preparation, and let's say 4 to 5 hours daily, You can compensate if you miss out 4 to 5 hours on a particular day. On some other day, you can prepare 7 to 8 hours. But then, if you study that regularly for 1 year, it will be best. By the way, test series is one of the most important points if you want to crack the gate. Test series is I really encourage students to give as much as test series as possible. What exactly test series does is that it gives you gate like experience, as if that you are attempting a gate paper. It's not that every time you should give 3 hours gate series paper. Now there are two types of gate series made by Ekeeda. There are separate gate series made for algorithm, digital logic, computer organization, operating system. For each of these subject, we have made separate gate series. For algorithms, you may get 5 question papers. And these question papers of algorithms will be 30 minutes each. 5 question papers, each containing, say, 15 questions. And then we will be having a complete test of 3 hours. So it's not advisable for any student to directly attempt a test series of 3 hours. First, you should go for individual subject and attempt those gate questions, or rather questions made by our experts. And then once you know that how these questions are really framed and how much time you need to attempt these questions, you can attempt test series of 3 hours. I advise students to at least attempt 6 complete papers of 3 hours. Let me tell you, don't do it much. I mean, don't do an exaggeration of giving some 50 tests. That will be too much. It many times demotivates us. Basically, when you are at top of your preparation, at that time your concentration is very high. And if you give lot of tests, like 15 3 hours tests, or say 25 3 hours tests, then you lead to drop in the concentration. So don't do it much also. Concentrate on the concept of the subject, follow your teacher, uh, and follow the textbooks. I hope I have covered maximum points over here, and we really don't know how much about these weightages. This weightage is sure 30 marks, aptitude and engineering maths. But how much this weightage will be twisted, plus minus, is really not known. It all depends on IIT Kharagpur. With that, this is Professor Samir Velankar taking your leave, and I may come back with more and more such videos about particular subject of computer science, how to prepare that subject. Thank you very much.